Welcome. I'm going to just go over very quickly the Workshops for Good concept and specifically for real estate agents. So this kind of talks about, this is a presentation we do for your sponsors, but you'll be able to get the gist. So we're going to partner with a community organization to promote a home buyer, home seller workshop as a fundraiser. And so then I asked the sponsors, how can you fit in to support your agent, to meet prospective clients, to connect with your current client list, to attract media attention and exposure. Here are some of the questions that they ask. How is it going to work, which I'm going to talk about, costs, how are we going to fill the room, what agents are participating, will I get a chance to speak, who else will be sponsoring or participating. They obviously are interested in whether there's another lender, another home inspector, or what have you. But fundamentally, I'm going to talk about the vision for this, which is, why are we hosting this workshop? The biggest reason is that it's an opportunity to connect with somebody who has access to the buyers and sellers that we want to have access to. And then we get to outsource our marketing to that partner organization, our meaning you as the real estate agent, to the partner organization, and have them connect their members with us to attract prospective buyers and sellers, and then also give us some additional opportunities for media, positive press before or after the event, because it's a fundraiser. So how it works: you choose a target market and a partner organization to work with. Then we reach out to sponsors, speakers who provide funds to manage the event and to encourage the organization to give them a reason to promote it. Then the partner organizations promote their event to their members, which are our target market. And then I manage the event logistics. So the key elements and decisions that we're going to be making are: who's our target market? What topic do we want to use? Who's our partner organization? When are we going to do this? Who are the experts that we want to connect with? And then what's the agenda? What's the workshop content? So here, let's just take a case study, and it might help illuminate, or might help you get you started with how this is going to work. So let's say Janet's an agent. She wants to connect with homeowners in this zip code in hopes of finding potential sellers. So she decides, she looks through our list of workshops and she says, you know what, I like that double transaction one, which is what you need to know about buying a new home and selling your old one at the same time. Janet then identifies which of her team members are the natural fits for the workshop, and she invites her team to participate. She decides that the best partner is the local PTA because they've got a good size membership and they're enthusiastic. Very, very important. So then she looks at the workshop. She says, I'm going to pick out a home inspector, I'm going to do a lender, I'm going to do a home improvement person. We then set things up so that we give the organization an incentive to promote. We want to make sure that they know that the more people that they get, the more money they're going to get. That limits the financial exposure of our sponsors, and it also lets us know, it's everybody's on notice that this is a fundraiser, but it's also a marketing activity. So here are the general costs. We try to keep this very, very light. The realtor can contribute as much or as little as they want. Remember, you're contributing to an organization that you hopefully support and that you want to be connected with. The mortgage lender pays $300. That funds our event fee for managing the event. The home inspector, insurance, whatever, we ask them to commit to $100 in order for us to have at least $300 to $500 to waive in front of the organization, and then increase their funds if we get to 20 attendees. For the most part, everybody but the lender, the funds are delivered after the event, and they can be delivered, if you'd like, you could deliver it in the form of an oversized check to the organization. So we'll continue with our case study. We partner with Waynewood PTA. They're excited. We give them a customized link. You've probably already seen what that page looks like. And then we provide our sponsors, including you, with your own customized link. So here's kind of a screenshot of the page with the register to attend button. Here's where we show off our sponsors, our experts. And then we even have a notion of adding additional shops and coupons to both make it compelling for people to attend and to raise some additional funds for your organization. So what's the exposure for you and the sponsors? We're going to market, we're going to outreach to the organization. We're going to have your business profile on your event page. And this is mostly for sponsors because you have complete control over what you want the exposure for you to be as an agent. You obviously can contribute videos or resources. Attendees can request more information. This is, again, for the sponsors, introduction as a team member at the event. You are the leader of the event, so you and the lender will mostly decide how the event goes. For the sponsors, it's the opportunity to answer questions or host a breakout, potentially speaking slot if you want them to, and then included in press release, follow up with the organization. And then the real question that I ask sponsors is, what else would you like? So the Waynewood PTA wants maximum attendance, so we give them a list of things to do. They do those things, and it starts to have an impact. Post a Facebook page, we get 4 signups. Email to their list, we get 4 signups. They do a press release, 4 signups. They encourage their members to share to the social media, 4 signups. And then maybe a post on Nextdoor, 4 signups. Now, the same theory applies to you and your sponsors. You guys are participating in a fundraiser. Why not get the maximum exposure bang for your buck in your investment? And all materials and content will be provided. So let's say that at the event we have the following. We have 3 speakers, you, the lender, and maybe the home inspector, 6 sponsors, gift bag sponsors. We have this many registrations. You deliver a $1,000 check to the organization, and we produce a press release announcing the gift. Very nice fundraiser for the organization, very nice client and prospect attractor for you, and everybody's happy. We want to do this over and over again, either with the same organization or with different organizations. So here are just some models. The agent, lender speak. The experts are available for Q&A. It could be breakout sessions after the main workshop. Could have 5-minute presentations from each expert. You could have a panel discussion of the experts that you lead. So lots of different options, including having them submit videos in advance so that you can control the content and time. Here are some of the workshop topics that you've probably seen, and obviously what you're going to do is you're going to decide who you want to connect with and what topics are most compelling to them, because that's the bait that you're putting out to attract the right prospects. So here I would say is the magic equation. Who do you want to connect with? What topic is going to help draw those people in? And then what partner can really connect us with their target market? So if you think about these different target markets, then you're thinking, who are the people, where are the organizations that either serve these markets, or that these markets, the people in these markets tend to get attracted to for volunteering or for donations, etc. So as an example, you can look at your PTA as a good way to connect with parents. You could look at churches as a good way to connect with maybe older neighbors or younger families. Neighborhood civic associations obviously have some benefits. Youth sports leagues can connect you with potentially young families. Community organizations have a variety of ways to connect with people, whether that's volunteers or donors. Nonprofit organizations have donors and volunteers. So this is where you can think about who do you want to get in front of and who's the best partner. And then one important thing, obviously all of this is dependent on the organization promoting. So before we even move forward, we want to have ask them some questions. Who can you reach? How are you reaching them? Why are you motivated to do this? And then will you take these actions? And that becomes kind of a go, no go for working with that organization. And if that organization is not a good partner, then we just move on to the other organizations that you think will put you in front of your target market. So again, just to revisit, these are the steps. First is decide fundamentally what your topic is and who you want to connect with. And then you invite your team members so that they can participate in a workshop like this. They can see all the details and they can raise their hand and say, yes, I want to be on this with you. I'm willing to commit this very, very small amount of sponsorship money to support you. And then we then reach out to the partner organization, interview them, just to make sure that they are on board. And then we give them the tools to promote the organization after we choose the date. I handle a bunch of logistics to make everything work, and then you and your team put on a great workshop to dazzle your buyers and sellers.